Good morning, chat. Yes, sir. Hope we're all well. Let's get it. Check all systems go are here. We're all good. And yeah, hope we're well. And yeah, GJ was tough yesterday. Was tough, definitely. Tested us. We got tested yesterday as well. But that's all good. Ended up in a break-even day for me yesterday as I took the buys above the range, got this nice push here, closed out somewhere around here after this big push, and that was that. For now, we're kind of still in this range, so we need to do the analysis here. I know there is potentially a position right now as we start to break these highs here of the previous 30-minute, but this previous zone for me is a little bit tough. Minimum, I want to see a 5-minute closing above here. If this just pushes, then I'll show you the real zone where I'm happy to take buys, because here can be a little bit tough and it's a little bit early, and we haven't seen consistent volume this early, so I don't want to buy into this mess here. Although this looks good now, it is a position, not something I'm just gonna jump in straight away. And you know, it's not my trading style to just jump into something straight away without doing proper analysis. It's not how I work. And you know, it is an option, but for me it is I prefer to see a close, and you guys will see why. So if we start here on the daily time frame, right, and we remove drawings, daily time frame, previous daily close bearish, still respecting the high, but we did break the low. That is consistent amongst other brokers here, so the low is broken here. And what we can see here is that the 4-hour has created a range. So this is a clear range here, very simple. This is the bottom of the range, this is the top of the range, and we're ranging. So when we're trading a range, it's always the most difficult thing to trade is the range, because of inconsistency. It can reject wherever it wants, or it can continue up wherever it wants. We're still bullish until we close below this support on a 4-hour time frame. Technically, that this is just a bullish accumulation, and we should, if we do end up closing above here, we should continue up. If we do close below here, we could see a deeper retracement before the continuation up. So yeah, if we bring back our drawings, very simple, 4-hour resistance up here. If we are going to see continuation, then I expect us to see continuation to the top of the range here. But we do have room to play in, right? Buying, of course, makes sense from the bottom of the range. In the middle of the range here, we might see some inconsistency. From this top half, there is a clear area for us to trade. And this is what we're going to look at now. So dropping down to the 1 hour, 1 hour has created support at the bottom of the range. That is why breaking this high does make sense. But your target is only going to be this mid zone here. The reason why is that this is a very tough zone to be trading in, this zone here. It's a very tough zone, and this is what caught us out yesterday, right? We got caught out by this zone in here, and this is the information I'm taking from yesterday, because we took exactly the same buys here, pushed up, and then it came down, and then later we got the push above here to continue bullish. So that is something that I want to take into consideration before suddenly jumping into buys here. And this is where everyone goes wrong, is that they'll quickly jump into buys and find out that, hey, it's actually not the smartest idea to just jump into buys right now. So the reason for that is that, first of all, we're at this resistance level here. And also you can see all of these wicks. These wicks is the level that we had yesterday. And you can see, look, all of this rejection moving across here. And that comes up to this type of level or across here. And that's what we're going to find tough to push through, right? So we need to keep that in the back of our mind, that in a range, we need to look at previous levels, because we're in a range. This is not when, you know, GJ is just trending and pushing. This becomes a little bit more complicated, and that took us, unfortunately, a deeper pullback yesterday, which resulted in our trade, you know, getting hit before realizing that this is one big range. So if we understand that this is one big range, how do we use this information? Well, we can see that the inconsistency is all across here, right? All of this support here. But if we can get above there, so that's why I don't mind price messing about in here. But if we can close above this zone here, every time price is able to close above this zone, we're able to see nice continuation to the upside. And this gives us more than enough of a tradable range of 31 pips here. So that's way more than enough of a tradable range. And this is exactly what I didn't want to get caught out in. You know, take this position now, and now I have to hope that this candle in 5 minutes closes above. And if it doesn't close above in 5 minutes, I'm in a losing position, right? That the probabilities start to weigh, you know, away from my side, right? They start going away from my side. The problem with selling today is that Is that what you asked? Yeah, the problem with selling today is that we're at 4-hour support. So we have this massive support here, and all price is done every time it's reached here is told us that it wants to reject. Came down, rejected, came down, rejected. So for me, sells, I'm happy to sell today, but sells will only be below 181, 160. So below, once we get below the last previous low, that's where I'm happy to sell. Selling here is not really what I want to be doing at the moment, because it's too near, right? It's too much rejection here. So if volume wants to come to the downside, I would like to see the previous 4-hour candle low broken, which is going to be 181, 151, around that zone there, and then we could probably fill down to 500 181 here, sorry, and that's going to be that, right? So yeah, that's what I'm expecting to happen on GJ here, you know, and that's going to be my plan for GJ. So it's a mixed bias because we're in a range, and yeah, you want to definitely be careful. So I just need to answer this important message. 1 second, just quickly, then we'll continue with the gold analysis. And yeah, so if this candle closes above, you know, that looks okay, to be honest. If this candle closes above, I just fear of this zone. I just fear of this zone to see rejection in this, and I don't want to rush into anything, and we don't have to rush into anything, right? That's the key thing, because the buys above here are going to be a lot cleaner above this 181, 683. That's going to be, at least I can have confidence and feeling that price is going to move nicely through this zone. And my highest probability for price moving up nicely is going to be in this zone. Here it's kind of like, yeah, it's better because it's an earlier position, so we're not relying on as much volume, because now we need price to reach here and close above. So that's one benefit, but at any time it can reject, and we know the rejections have been heavy. So maybe you end up holding a position that comes all the way down. You'll probably have to hold bigger stops because we're in the range, so we need to give the trade some more breathing room. Then it continues up. So let's see what ends up happening here. This candle closes anyways in 2-3 minutes. So if this closes 2-3 minutes, 5-minute closes above, we can start to make some calls here. If I like the structure here and I start seeing 5-minute respect this zone, maybe I give it a shot here as an early option, just to try get into a trade here to instead of waiting for above here. So I can trade 2 here and see what happens. And even if this puts me in drawdown, I'm going to hold stops pretty deep here and just wait it out, you know, instead of worrying. So I will expect a pullback, but my idea is trying to get into a position that if it goes, I'm in it. But if I'm, you know, I can eventually make my way up to here, because that's my analysis, right? Trusting that 1-hour candle, essentially. For gold, on the other hand, if we start off back on the daily time frame, not a bank holiday today, looks like we're trying to reject back into the low of the range. I don't see why it doesn't come back to the bottom of the range here at 1940, especially if this 4-hour can continue closing bearish. If this 4-hour does close bullish above this resistance here at 1951, I do think you could see some upside first in New York session, but you just have to look at this for yourself and ask yourself, is this very, very clean price action? No, we're in a range. So what's the rule in a range? We want to sell from the top of the range and buy from the bottom of the range. That's the rule of the range. So in the middle, that's where inconsistencies happen, and you need volume to push you through the middle of the range. I think for London session, if you're trading gold, yeah, you're probably looking for below this support here. But remember, when we get below, just a closure won't be enough. Look for some form of pullback to continue on lower time frames, or just a nice top wick. Once that top wick is done, that will indicate, yeah, okay, it's rejecting this zone, nice liquidity grab. Then you can probably get a deeper retracement, but don't be trying to target all the way down here. Be done at that 1940. So I think that would be best for gold, but I think gold will be best in New York session, because I just think we will see more consistent volume in New York session than now. But if it does get below here, then I do think there is an option to sell. I do think there will be an option to sell. So yeah, that's basically my analysis. And now we wait for the setups. That is the plan. So if you guys, you know the YouTube business, if you enjoyed the analysis, showing up to the stream, appreciate all you being here. Leave a like, please. 80 of us in here today. If we can get the likes up to 50 likes, I would appreciate that. Really does help the stream. And you know, it's the YouTube business. So yeah. So yeah, 15-minute didn't even close above here. Since the 15-minute didn't even close above, that's like, this is a bad position to be in if you just took it impulsively, because now you're like, oh, we don't even have a 5-minute, we don't have a 15-minute. Now probabilities start to go against you. So that's why I wanted to be patient here, so I don't get caught in this, because now you have to let price can now happily pull back down to 181, 423, and your idea can still be right eventually. Same thing that happened yesterday. Right, yesterday took the buys here, pulled back on us, stop loss was here, right, got triggered with spread the stop, but the idea still played out. I re-entered on here, which I posted in the group, which you guys could have seen. I re-entered for price to continue up, and yeah, I wished I would have kept the stream just running for 5 minutes longer, but sometimes I have to concentrate on my own trading. You know, I do this for me. I'm doing this not for everyone else. This is done for me, so I need to concentrate on my trading. And when chat is going mad saying that my idea is wrong and that sells make sense yesterday and that we should be selling, I just need to sometimes, you know, focus on that, you know, and I don't want to put people in uncomfortable positions, so I just do my own thing. And that's what this is always designed. But what I was happy to see is that everyone in the group, even though I did tell them that I would on this, if it re-breaks it, I will, if it re-breaks the zone, I will take another entry. People still held it. Look, people, this person took another entry. This person held the first entry. This person took another entry here. So we did see, you know, a lot of people take the positions, which was really nice to see. So that's the key thing. That's the key thing, that people are understanding why to take positions and they take it. That's more important than, you know, me just sitting here giving signals. That doesn't achieve anything for anyone. Yeah, that guy yesterday lost a lot of money, brother. That's why he's not here, because he was selling. When price was going up higher, he was selling more, and price just smashed 182, my target. Right? So he lost all his money. He's blown his account because, and that's why I said I'm trusting in my own analysis. You know, but this is something you have to really, it takes a lot of courage and trust in yourself when everyone is against you, but you still trust your bias. Psychologically wise, you know, especially after you got tapped once, now you have to go for it again and ignore everyone else. You know what tuta means? No, I don't. I know normally Italians say it before they say another word. I have sells on gold thoughts. Yeah, I think it can make sense, but it's very important to get closes below 1947. If you're in from earlier, then yeah, you're fine. You're in a profitable position. Just watch, make sure that price respects this structure at 1949, 1950. But to sell now, you need price to close below 1947. If nothing closes below 1947, you'll either end up ranging, or this will slowly find its way to retest somewhere higher before maybe later going down, right? Because this 4 hour left a rejection. Until this next 4 hour closes good bearish or breaks the low, then it might be tough to see that continuous downside. Children potty. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Hello, brother. All good, man, all good. Hope you're good. GJ getting ready for a big move towards the upside? Well, we hope so. Break of the high with a 5-minute close? No, I don't like these wicks. I don't like these wicks. Too many rejection wicks. I rather just either get above this wick, or I'm gonna wait here for the 30-minute to close. 30-minute close in 9 minutes. I rather wait for that, or the 15. I want to see the 15 close above here. I think 5-minute is too early. We're not seeing enough volume these past few days for the 5 minutes. From yesterday, 5-minute was not enough for us. You know, this could work out and play out, but it's not my style. I'm not forcing it. We have the previous candle closing below the range. Very, very weak here. You know, so I rather see something with more confirmation. And for more confirmation, you know, we have the previous 30 closing bearish. You know, it is setup number 3, but I rather just see some more confirmation. Maybe this one close bearish, next one break the high. Yeah, that's a possibility. That would kind of be like a nice retest. But just to go on the break of high of this, I don't think it's ready just yet. If it goes towards the upside, then it's not what I'm looking for. Did anyone win the giveaway yesterday? Yeah, they did. I announced it in the Discord group. Be sure you're joined so you get updated with that. But yeah, this guy won the giveaway. His name in Discord here. Then he got sent. That was the transaction for the giveaway. And yeah. Yep, GJ in an uptrend. Can you explain that resistance? Yes, it was in the beginning of the stream. This is the zone that held us back all yesterday. This previous 15-minute resistance. If we can get above that resistance, it's very nice and clean. And you can see all the wicks that come from that zone. Very, very tough in here. You know, you can see how many times price tries to dip into here, rejects, tries again, rejects here, rejects here, rejects here. All of this rejection. So we're looking at this zone here to continue up. Also, guys, the reason why we're seeing some form of range here is because of prices waiting for this week. We have very heavy GBP news, and yesterday on Monday, you know, that's why we saw inconsistency of move. We have very, very, very heavy GBP news here. We have, you know, bank rate votes on Thursday. Tomorrow we have CPI for GBP CPI, and then after that on Friday we have retail sales in the morning, and later we have PMI. So this is like a heavy GBP news week. So I think price is gonna be in the range until we see the news comes out. I think then we get a resolution. So that's why it's just gonna chill in here. But luckily this is a tradable range, right? It's a big range, 52 pips towards the upside here. Downside is not really the best tradable range, but upside is tradable. So yeah, since it's a tradable range, we can take it. So you won't take it at the close, right? Too risky. Better wait for support formation above that level like it did yesterday. Yeah, that would be ideal. I mean, ideally a close above 181.683 is the cleanest area to buy. But if this 30-minute can close pretty strong, maybe we can see a continuation here. That's the next thing I'm populating. So if this 30-minute closes nice strong, we see the next one make a bottom wick, flip and break the high, then I can possibly trade 2 there, which will give me 7 pips, and then continue, and that will be that, you know, kind of like this type of position here to continue into that zone. But the best buys are always coming above here, so if we miss it, then I'm just waiting for here anyways. I rather buy into there. But what I'm also watching is, if you guys have noticed, there's a small zone here like this. Look at this. There's this support. That's what price is rejecting at the moment. So we need something, of course, closing above there. I don't know what this rejected, but yeah, I think then once we get the close above, we could see just this zone here is the same as yesterday. Look at how bad this rejection zone is. You see? Where this daily flip is very tough. So buying into this, I don't really like the idea of buying into this. I want to see price tap this, reject, and then when it reflips and re-breaks its high, then I can probably go again. Because this is the same thing that we had yesterday, right? Where was it? It was here, right? It's like this zone right here. This is the exact zone that we got. We entered here, pushed up, rejected this zone, and only when the close came above, that's where the easiest move. Look how easy the move was. So if we get the same close above today here, I expect an easier move towards the upside. Yeah, because it's middle of the range. Yeah, exactly. Middle of the range is always the hardest place to trade. Yeah, Janice. 5 minutes is never enough confirmation. I mean, this trade, if you were to take it, you would just use 5 minutes for entry. But the break of this bearish candle high would be the setup, because this is a setup number 3. So that would be the setup. But then we're not seeing this volume. You see, there's no volume. So that's why you can't. You're only using the 5 minute when there's high volume, and the way you know that there's high volume is candles are moving fast. But they're not, right? You can see them rejecting and stuff like that. Yep. It could be to get in at a low for sure, to stop loss and draw down. Yeah, but then you don't have confirmation, right? Because what if that is not the low? Then you just lose the trade, right? If you're just buying lows and selling highs, you don't know, because that might not be the low or the high. Now you're just trying to gamble and predict. Whereas if you wait for the candle to show you, then you know for sure that the candle is telling you that this is a low and that is a high. So you wait for that extra confirmation. Hundred of us in here. Appreciate all of you showing up. Can we do the YouTube business? Always helps the stream. At least get it up to like 60, 70 likes. I really would appreciate that. Such a free way to give back for all the valuable information. If you guys have been watching the stream from a long time, the amount of trades we've taken on here have been really, really high quality. Unfortunately yesterday, but you really can't complain. I don't think you can compare to others. I mean, it's part of the game. It's nothing in my control. I just follow my plan, and I know long term it works. And I was always saying that 90+% win rate is not really sustainable long term. It ranges between, I would say, lowest 75, average 80, highest, you know, something a bit more. Exactly, Trader's Nest. That's correct. I agree with your statement there. That's something good to do, you know, to learn. You know, you can write in the chat what your plan is, right? Based on what we plan here. That's what I said. That, you know, makes sense for buys, but above 181, 680 may make more sense, right? All right, so 30-minute trying to close here, huh? Interesting. I needed to close above this resistance here. So 48 seconds to get above here. Needs to close above here. If it doesn't close above here, I'm not too confident with it. 30 seconds to close above that. See if it does it. Yeah, rejecting it, right? Yeah, not even closing, maybe above even this resistance here. That is true, Harry. World's best trader win rate is 50%. Who's the world's best trader? Damn, did you see that make a top wick that quick? Would have triggered a lot of people. So yeah, that's why I waiting for this zone. That's why I was waiting for this zone. Nothing closed above this zone. 15-minute didn't close above this zone. I do like this bottom wick though. If maybe a 5-minute can end up closing above here, then maybe I have a shot to go. Right? So that's something I'm looking at. Hello from Uganda. Welcome, brother. This is also the 1 hour close. How's the one? Yeah, that's not a very confidence inducing 1 hour. Right? That what this candle close has done is exactly what happened last time on the 15-minute here, right? Yesterday. Same type of close. And then we get this fat pullback, then it continues. So if we get the same pullback and then continue and close above, maybe that will look a lot nicer. And then we can go. This man Trader's Nest from Afghanistan. Nice. Romania, welcome. How do I join the live chat? You have to not watch in full screen. Also on your screen, there'll be like a button that says live chat next to the like button. So you do both tasks. You press the like button and then you can also press live chat. All right, 5-minute doing some business here. I need the close though. The close is the earliest I'm going to go. I do like this liquidity grab here though. So 5-minute is the earliest. 2 minutes for this candle to close. If it just goes up, I have no confirmation. If it just goes up, then there's nothing I can do. I'll just wait to get in above 181,683. Oh yeah, man, he is in the live chat. That is very stupid. How did I not recognize that? Same move yesterday was busting for a wee. That's funny, man. Doesn't reflect on the chat box? It does. I can see your messages on the chat box. Maybe you're watching stream in delay. So just make sure to fast forward your stream and make sure you're watching in real time. This is a great question. When backtesting, you achieve a win rate of 85%, but in a real account, you're not achieving the same results. There's probably two reasons. First reason, you're not backtesting the way you trade in real life. You have to backtest the way you trade in real life. So use a backtesting software like Soft4FX and actually play the candles. Simulate what you would do. Make sure that don't just skip the candles. Skipping the candles include no emotions. Watch how the candles are moving and imagine you put yourself in a real situation. You know what I mean? So another good way what you can do is that you can take a trade on a backtesting software and you can keep a pile of money. So let's say every time you lose a trade, you have to donate $10 to charity. Right? So at least you'll have a connection, and then if you do lose trades, at least you're donating to charity, right? All right, this 5-minute is closing. Looks like it wants to close above here. It looks like there's a bit of volume coming into the markets now. I might give this a shot, a break of the high, and be very aggressive with management here. So yeah, potential break of the high might give this a shot. We'll see how it closes. Needs to be a good close though. Yeah, it's not the worst, but not the best close. Break of the high, I probably will give it a shot. And I'll give it some room, okay? I'm not going to enter on the first break. I need it to break and then go because of this zone here. So we will see. Stop loss, I'll put it below 181.487. That should be the 15-minute low. Yeah, below these 15-minute lows here. 181.466 would be my stop. $15-minute look clean. I'm scared to get in off the 5. Yeah, can't be like that. So let's see. If this candle closes bearish, I'm deleting it and I'm waiting for another more confirmation, maybe the 15-minute close or something. I'm not confident then, because it should do it in this one candle. This one candle should be enough for it. Even if there's 1 minute left to this candle, then I'm not going to do it because I don't want it to break the high and then the next minute we get a pullback on the next 5 minute. So if nothing happens in 30 seconds here, I'm just going to cut it. Because there is this zone here that I don't really like. All of these rejections here, it's not the very confidence inducing, all of these rejections. So maybe being above it will be much better. But if there was some volume coming into the markets, then this is the one I wanted to see go. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this this order here. It's not doing what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to break the high and go, so I'm not gonna be triggered into this, especially with the 5-minute close coming. I don't want to what happened here when the 5-minute opens and spikes up and then we all get triggered. So I don't want to be triggered into this trade like that. You see that spike? I don't want that spike to happen. So yeah, kept us safe, waiting for the break of the high. And now, as a rule, because price has shown me it doesn't like this zone, if you look at another brokerage, which is on my broker, there's actually a gap here. So I have a gap at this zone, and we can see this is a key resistance zone we've had from here. Look at this. This is a really, really nasty zone. Very nasty. Right? So I think we need to wait for above that. That will be good. Yeah. So above this yellow line here, that's a nasty zone. So we need to wait above here. And then this 5-minute, this line that we drew here is not going to be relevant. It's going to be more this line here. So yeah, continue to wait here for the setup. Yeah, there you go. The Asian session retraced 90 pips. Yeah, but look where it retraced to. It retraced to a support. So it didn't close below bearish. If it closed below bearish, then maybe we could look for sells. But it didn't do that. So it makes it very tough for us to look for sells. Right? Until we get below here. All it told us is that there's a rejection. This is a range. We're in a range. As soon as something's been tested 3 times, now we're in a range. So where's your sells gonna come? They're either gonna come below the range or from the top to the bottom. But I don't really want to sell from the top for the bottom, because knowing how the markets work, the time you sell from the top is the time it breaks out. Right? Because we're still bullish. I mean, weekly candle, this could just be a big bottom wick for the weekly candle. And you also have to understand that this week we have a lot of heavy news. So it will be very interesting to understand how price is moving. So I'd recommend you guys showing up for the streams, because CPI tomorrow, which is going to be fun and interesting. And then after that, the next day on Thursday, we have bank votes later on. So we're going to discuss about that and how that can affect the pound. And then on Friday, we have even more news, PMI later on, and retail sales in the morning. So packed of news. That's why we're maybe seeing a bit of this inconsistency. Can you take a look at Euro USD? I'm currently looking at sells after the 15-minute close. Yeah, I can have a look at Euro USD. Why this 15-minute close looking for sells? Top of the range. That's okay. 4-hour is rejecting at the moment. Hasn't broken the low. Previous daily candle is bearish. Hasn't broken the low. Be very careful selling when the candle hasn't broken the low. This is kind of like GJ. Yeah, it can make sense. Let me see the 5. What I would prefer to see is I'd prefer to see price respect this zone and then break it, because this could just do this and you could get it stuck in here, you know. 15-minute like this. This is the ideal scenario you want to see. Price create a resistance, try to break up and then fail, because just this one close might not be enough here. You know, unless the next candle makes a very nice top wick and then flips, then that's another option to get in. Good morning from here. Morning, brother. Maybe we get the exact same setup as yesterday. Maybe, you know, price rejects this zone around here, same as yesterday. And then later, we get the nice close above this resistance here and we can go. Not sure what you're talking about, trader Nepes. Yeah, you took the same trade yesterday? Nice. On the monthly fib, we're at 7.68. Is that too far away? Where did you draw the fib though? Fibs are subjective because you can't say where you drew it from, right? Can I look at NASDAQ? Looking to go short? Sure. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to leave a like. I really do appreciate it. 155 of us, 67. We can get this up to easily 100 likes. Hate to say it, but you know, it's part of the game. You have to do it. Looking to go short. Daily. Yeah, short sells make sense on this. But remember, this is just a pullback at the moment. Weekly could flip at any time, right? But based on this 4-hour, just be careful of this zone here like this. This is a tough zone. We don't have a 4-hour candle closing back inside the range, so just be careful with that. 1 hour is rejecting that, so yeah, I don't like that the 1 hour is rejecting. You need something to close below. So maybe, You know, you could try at the break of the low to sell down to here, or if you want to be a little bit safer, wait for a close below this support. But just maybe breaking this low to get down to here and see what happens could be a good option. Morning, Harry. Still waiting for my clock? Yeah, I need to find the plugin. There's no plugin. I don't know which plugin I can use to find a clock. There was an earthquake here in Kabul. Oh. Cheek USD JPY? No, you have to ask nicer. If you ask nicer, I can check it. Are you looking for buys in that zone above? Yes, I am. I am looking for buys above. If I'm going to sell today, I think best sells will be below 181, 161. Selling it here, it's kind of like selling all possible rejection. You can join the guy from yesterday who wanted to sell GJ as much as he could, and then GJ ended up going to 182. Where is he, man? I really hope he shows up. GBPUSD. Let's have a look. Daily. It's bearish. Yeah, kind of similar to GJ. Stuck at the bottom of the range here. Same applies for this. But this is nicer because we're at the bottom of the range. Anything probably closing above this resistance here at 1.27 probably gives you the upside. But this is similar to GJ. Daily is still closing bullish on UJ. UJ is still pushing here. Yeah, for 4 hour, you need to break this 4 hour high. Yeah, 4 hours at resistance here. It's very tough. Very tough to buy UJ at the moment. I think counter trend sell options can be below 141.961. But then you should look for buys from the bottom of the range here to go back towards the top. Do you see a liquidity grab before going up? Liquidity grab is done. Any pullback on a chart is a liquidity grab. Doesn't have to sweep. Like, where's your liquidity grab for these moves here? Right? There's no sweeping of lows. There's no liquidity. This is a huge move. Right? Look at this. This is 600 pip move. And all it did was small pullbacks on the 15 minutes. Small pullback, 15 minutes. Small pullback, 15 minute. Right? Look at this. Small pullback, 100 pip push. 42 pullback, 42 pip pullback, 93 pip push. 56 pip pullback, 114 pip push. You know, so this is where all of that fails, looking for a sweep of liquidity. Any form of pullback is just already grabbing liquidity. So you don't have to worry about, you know, I made a video on that, actually. What's my views on gold? Gold is, if it wants to continue down, it needs to close below this range here. If it's going to continue here, we're just going to get stuck within this range. This 4 hour candle leaving the rejection is very interesting here because we never broke the lows. So if this closes above the high, you could see it maybe pop back up to maybe around 1955. But again, it's very messy and this is a very clear range. And the rules in the range is selling from the highs, buying from the lows, and don't diddle in the middle, right? The rules is not to diddle in the middle. So this is where we have GJ is also in a small range and gold is in a range. So both your pairs are ranging, right? And this is where people say, I need to trade as a full-time income. Okay, now you try to trade a different pair because both of your pairs are not moving. You start to panic because you need to pay your bills at the end of the month. You try to trade a different pair, you lose money, and now you're in a tough position. This is what people don't think about. So that's why you need to always just stick to your plan, and these situations, you're calm. Because we took a win yesterday. Yesterday was break-even day. The week before we took a couple of wins. So we're relaxing. Month is still profitable. Still making something in a month. And that's more important than week to week, right? Oops. Will you be locking in a trade when that zone or as it breaks out? Enters that zone? No, I need a close, because a close will be, if a candle closes above that zone, it will be doing what all of these candles could not do. All of these candles could not close above, so that will give me the confirmation that I should be taking a trade. If there's no close, then it could reject like this candle did here. We potentially see the same setup that came yesterday, same time. That's also a big potential to see that. First step is not to lose money. Yeah. It is true summer months are ranging months. Yep. Sometimes they do pop into these ranges, but we can trade these ranges. It's not a problem for us, but we just need to wait for the right setups. It's not as easy as when price just keeps pushing bullish and all you have to do is press buy above the range. Buy above the range. Buy above the range. It's very simple. When you're like this, you need to use your analysis and be like, okay, there's this zone here, there's that zone. I need to be careful, you know? What's my risk to reward? Whatever the chart gives me. If the chart gives me 15 pip target today, I'll take 15 pip. That's the biggest mistake people make is, what if the chart only gives you 15 pip but your stop loss is 17 pips? You're not going to take the trade, you miss out on potential profits. Risk to reward is irrelevant if you win most of the time. If you're a losing trader, then you'll need higher risk to reward because you'll need one trade to make up for 2-3 losses that you take. You know? Can you tell us how to trade break of structure? Yeah, you just need to look for price to change structure. It's very hard to explain. I have videos on that. Damn, now we're pushing here. This candle came out of nowhere, but that's all good. This is what we like to see, because this will give us opportunities to continue the move here. 6 minutes till this candle closes. You know, if this volume is going to continue, we can stick with the original plan and start to take buys above 181, 683. Right, so this is not an issue for us. Problem is stop loss is pretty big here. So hopefully we get some sort of 5-minute business and some sort of 5-minute action that we can avoid being in such a big stop loss. Yeah, it's only 5 pips. Looks bigger of a move than it actually is. Time to wake up? Yep, time to get to work now. Alright, so that's the first reaction from this zone. That was like a major watch zone. There was no way to enter this trade. This is just a random candle that's come out of nowhere. Not even a bottom wick, nothing. Just like, hello. Everyone who was in buys is now lucky. Think today's a ranging day? Could very well be, but this candle doesn't look like it wants to. I think we'll be, for me, I think we'll still be inside this range. I don't think we'll break out the range today. But what I do think is that this range is tradable and we can take trades from here up to the top of the range, which is 30 pips, and that's more than enough of a tradable zone. But the only issue is, will price give us an entry here? So we need to wait for our entry. because there's no entry. Price just pushing like this randomly doesn't mean we missed the move, you know? Because if this just continues pushing, I haven't missed anything because there was no way I could have entered. That follows my plan. Including you? Including you for what? Thinking that it's a ranging day? Telling you, this candle looks like it has a bit of juice in it. $170 of us in here. Appreciate all of you guys showing up. It's always a pleasure to have you. Let's see what this candle does, if we can look to enter something here. If you're enjoying the stream, enjoying the vibes, be sure to leave a like. 170. We can easily get 100 likes on the stream, so I'd appreciate that. I mean, I was in buys and I am lucky with this weird bullish candle. Nice. Alright, 2 minutes for this candle to close. Let's see how this candle closes here in 2 minutes. Problem is stop loss. Where am I going to keep stop loss? 24 pip stop loss. This might have to be a negative RR trade. This might have to be a negative RR trade. Just to catch the move, right? Ooh, what if it doesn't close above, huh? We didn't discuss that. If it doesn't close above. Overslept yesterday, missed the giveaway. Don't worry, there'll be more giveaways. Next one will be on Discord, a lot more organized. Instagram was very hard to get all of the names properly. The software was all messing up and stuff, so yeah, the next one will be on Discord, where all you have to do is react to something and it will automatically do it, so it's 100% going to be accurate. Yeah, hopefully this 5 minutes made a bottom wick. Yeah, it has made a bottom wick. Okay, that's good. It needs to close above though. I had to wake up 2 hours early. We need to organize better this time. Yeah, it will be done on Discord. Discord automatically does everything. All you have to do is press a button on the Discord and it will enter you in the giveaway. It's all automatic, so that'll be a lot better. So if you guys haven't already, be sure you're part of the Discord channel so you can join that. All right, let's focus up here. Looks like we're about to have a closure here of this candle. I would prefer to see some sort of pullback or a nice bottom wick here. This just, oh, damn, GJ. Damn, GJ, 20 seconds? 20 seconds? You're going to do this, GJ? You can't wait for 20 seconds? You're that excited for us to trade you? You can't wait for 20 seconds? Alright, I need a very deep bottom wick here. I need a very, very deep bottom wick. I need this bottom wick to come all the way here, because where am I going to put stops on this position? Very hard to keep stops somewhere. 27 pip stops. A little bit tough. So I need a very nice deep bottom wick here. Then I can use that zone. Hopefully this 5 minute candle closes bearish. That would be the best scenario here, to see this 5 minute candle close bearish. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. So if this flips and breaks the high, I think I'll be in a position here. Give it some space to break the high. Yeah, if this flips and breaks the high, I'll be in a position. We'll take it. I will take it. So then stop loss will be kept wherever this bottom wick ends up being. Probably I'll keep my stop loss pretty deep here at probably 181,550, you know. 181,550 probably where I'll keep my stop. Yeah, 550 probably. EJ closed above everything. EJ will be pulling back heavy with this as well, right? Yeah, same type of pullback. It's a very deep pullback, this. Tell you guys, waiting for break of highs is a huge game changer. It's a huge game changer in your trading. Selling GJ, good luck to you, brother. I'll just say one thing. Yesterday, someone tried to go against my bias, and we all know how that turned out, right? Yesterday, everyone in chat was saying, sell GJ, sell GJ. Yeah, spread tapped us out. It's unfortunate that spread tapped me out, but I did get another re-entry, and everyone got another re-entry, right? So we did take that re-entry here. First position. Right, and then second position, boom, nice beautiful trade. We discussed this on stream. That was the trade taken, right? But still, since on stream it ended up being the first position was a loss, I did count it towards the stream record. I wish I could just keep that as a break-even trade, because I did call the other position and so many other people took the other buys here in our Discord group, right? If you go look at how many other people took the buys here. So many people took it. This person took it here, made 60 bucks. This person took it here. This person took it here. What else? This person. See? Alright, that's way too much of a pullback here. I'm just deleting this buy stop here. This is pulled back the whole candle. It's when I said I need a bottom wick, I'm not talking a bottom wick like this. So I'm just gonna wait till at least maybe the 5 minutes starts to create some structure or something, because this is a bit exaggerated of the bottom wick I'm talking about. Buy stops at the break of the high. Yeah, that was the plan. Buy stops break of the high. But now, since we pulled so far back, you can probably be looking for earlier than breaking the high. That's late. So if this starts rejecting from here and we see 5-minute candles close bullish, I don't even need to wait for the break of the high. I could go even earlier. Yeah, exactly. Some people didn't get stopped on the setup, but since I got stopped on the setup because of spread, I counted it towards the stream record. So the stream win rate would actually be 90%, but I'm not going to try cheat the stream win rate just to keep it 90%, you know. Yeah, my trade is still valid here, but I'm just thinking I can probably get in earlier than waiting for the break of the high. I probably don't have to wait all the way for the break of the high. I can wait for something less than, you know, I could look to get in maybe above here or here. Nasty. Gold is pumping now. I think buys for London today. Let's have a look at this. I think you can find some buys here. This is 4-hour support. I think you could try buys above 1953 with support formed. You can find yourself up to the top of the range there. I think that makes sense. Yeah, this is gonna need to wait for something better here on GJ, but the high is keeping us safe. My safe buy above, yeah, that makes sense, man. I agree with those buys on gold. That makes sense. What were those indicators? Those are my indicators that I had from a long time ago. I've still kept them on. I also use Bitcoin volume indicator just for volume on Bitcoin. I had it from a long time ago, but I don't use indicators to trade Forex or anything else. Funny thing is, a long time ago I would chase that move. I'm loving the viewers right now. Yeah, appreciate all of you guys showing up. Hopefully we get to 200 viewers today. I think that's an easy goal. And be sure to join the Discord so you guys can join the giveaway. Plenty of value on this stream, and I really do appreciate all of you guys showing up to the stream. And I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do enjoy the stream, let me know in chat. Let me know that you're enjoying the stream. And be sure to be subscribed, because I think we're almost at 16.7 subscribers. 200 viewers, gold special. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe after the giveaways are done, we can do a gold special. Morning, Agi. I'll message you after stream, brother. Something's just come up. Two things we need: proof of volume, proof of respect for the zone. Forex is simple. Yeah. But we need to be patient. Many hours of screen time. Exactly. And now it's consistent. Yeah, brother. Keep pushing. We provide value. A lot of people have benefited a lot from the streams and from all of the videos. Like, people don't even understand how much effort we put into the videos on the channel, not just the stream. Like, there's so many videos that go into this channel that help you guys. Like, huge. $186 watching and only 110 likes. It's not bad. It's not bad. You know, if people want... How do you identify volume? How the candles are moving. You see, this candle had volume. Next one failed to break the high, so there was no entry for us. You know, simple as that. This candle told me, hey, there's something going on here. Maybe we could start to get a push and see price fill into this zone somewhere here, and that would have been our trade. But now with this pullback here, you know, this is volume. We're seeing volume, but the volume's not going in the direction that we want to trade at the moment, because we wanted to take buys, but since it didn't break the high, now we have to look, okay, does it respect this range here? And maybe there'll be an option to trade back up towards the highs here. Because this could be a nice pullback here to give us more upside juice. So maybe if we close back above 181,623, we might be able to see buys. If not, then I expect price to pull back to the bottom of the range, and then maybe later during the day, maybe in New York, from the bottom of the range, it sets up for buys. The G setup? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would be the G setup. Nice one. Don't focus on toxic people? No, I don't. But you see, that's what people don't get. Like yesterday when we took the trade, I still ended up in a slightly profitable day. Basically break even for me, slightly profitable day. But people who are in chat here, most people ended up winning the position. I just got hit by spread, and then we had the next position after that. So we had the winning position after that trade anyways. So really it shouldn't have been, I shouldn't have counted it as a losing trade on the stream record. It should be just a break-even trade, but I just left it as a losing trade, because that was what was happening in the moment for me. I sometimes use volume analysis indicator. It's an extra layer of confirmation. No, I've never heard of it, but I know that I've taught you how to trade. So as long as the fundamentals are there, you can add whatever makes you feel comfortable, as long as it takes away. But the less you add, the less, as long as not taking away from your taking a position. Because if you're like, oh, this indicator is telling me not to buy. I mean, yesterday, the chat was also, that was so funny yesterday, man. Yeah, he's not going to show up. He's too embarrassed to show up today. And if he shows up, then he should come in chat and say, yeah, I was wrong. And maybe I should accept other traders' opinions, because I was happy to accept his opinion. I said, you might be right, but for me, based on my analysis, I think 182 can be a target. What happened? 182 was smashed. He was so confident with sells. The higher it went, the more sells he added. What ended up happening? He ended up losing here, right? He ended up, because he was taking sells break of the low, he was taking sells here, so he held 55 pips of drawdown. Who holds 55 pips of drawdown? Yeah, sometimes you can do that, GOAT, but the issue is like this is broken the lows now. This is absolutely pumping towards the downside. Selling, I wish if this was a little bit higher, we could sell on this 1 hour close here to the bottom of the range, but it's only 10 pips. 10 pips is not enough for me. 10 pips is way too small of a range to sell. But as I said, the plan for sells, we can also take sells below 181, 159. So that is still an option here. That is still an option. We can sell to 181 flat. So, it's still okay. How did you retake yesterday's trade? At the end of the stream, I told you guys exactly how I was going to take it. And then I went to concentrate, because I'm here risking real money and I need to make sure I'm concentrated. But yeah, I did put the analysis in Discord of how I took the trade. Very simple trade. So first position. All right, I put it on my Instagram. So the first position we took here, spread stopped me out. What to do if I didn't have widespread at that time, it wouldn't have stopped me out. All I did is the same setup we take every single time. I stuck to my plan, close above the range, and boom, we party. Simple, right? Close above the range. That was the trade, right? Closed above the range and we party. Big boy move. Yes, sir. How is gold at the moment? Yeah, about to close. You need to wait for this close in... Oh yeah, that did close. All right. Yeah, you need... If this 5 minute pulls back, and then maybe... Do I want to take this now? I'm trading gold later in New York, so I'm just going to leave gold till New York, because that's when I rather trade gold. But yeah, that's not a bad close. Problem is your stop loss, realistically your stop loss has to be here. 31 pip stop loss, and your target is only 12 pips and then 30 pips. maybe somewhere up here, max. So it would be good to see a 5-minute pullback, something like this. If you get this here, then that would be a good option, because then at least you can keep stops here, but then anything breaking here, you can manage your position. Yeah, you need to see that. You need to see that 5-minute thing form, and then you can go. Wow, GJ's coming towards our sell zone. Maybe we get sells London Open. Sells could be an option London Open here. Yeah, sells could be an option London Open. Let's see. Isn't a fake out better option for sell? Fake out where? On gold? It's in a tough spot though. I think the best fake out option is if something closes below 1951 280, then you can take it back down, because this can all be respected now like this, and we can end up finding our way towards the upside, and then New York changes direction. If we respect the bottom of the range as well and we close a candle bullish above 500, we can go. There is ways to trade a range. It's just a little bit Tradesharpe is trying to scam me, faking to be you. Yeah, unfortunately there's scammers. They come in the group, they message all of you, and then they leave the group. So I can't even ban them from the group, and then I can't ban them from your DMs, because I'm not allowed to look at your DMs, right? So it makes it very hard. Just remember, I will never DM you first, right? Unless you applied for the program or something. The only time I'll DM you is well, no, even then I reply by email, so no, you'll have to DM me first. I asked the people to DM me first. I just unadded, he thought he was slick. Some people try to sell signals in my Telegram. Yeah, so many people try to use me because they sell their dignity cheap. And long term, they're just gonna burn out. They're not providing any value. They're just trying to make money off others because they can't make money themselves. You know what I mean? Are you currently in any trades? No, if I'm in any trades, I will put the position on the screen if I'm in any trades. Oops. But yeah, Hossein, if you're in Telegram, I'll make you a moderator. If you spot any of them, just ban them, brother. I see you show up to the streams. You're a respectful person. So if anyone's trying to sell signals, I'll give you the opportunity to ban them. So you can just ban them. This is the pullback on gold, right? You see, this is why. No 5-minute structure formed. No trades yet. Even this for counter trend sells. If you're gonna counter trend sells, you need to close below this support. Didn't even close below. Very hard to enter. This one, yeah, this kind of closed below, but where's stop loss, right? Stop loss has to be up here or at least here. Yeah, that could be an option, improvement for today. But I don't like selling. Selling into the bottom of the range is like the stupidest thing you could do. GJ, exact same zone. Yeah, and look what happened every single time from this zone. Buy, 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 potential, right? This is kind of like this. Popped up, failed, and then we got the move. Popped up, failed, and then maybe we get the move, and then it continues in here until the news comes out and whatever. Pro tip, make it look like you have... EJ is looking really good for sells. You want to sell EJ? Damn, man. Maybe. I don't think with this 4-hour rejection it's tough. It's the same as GJ, same spot as GJ. But one thing I will agree with you is at least you're selling from the top of the range. So if there's any place to sell on EJ, it's here. Right? Because it is more counter trend. But I do think, yeah, this was the counter trend option that I talked about earlier on stream. Anything closing below here, you can have options for downside, right? Anything closed below this, you can probably get some sells. So this is going to be the best place to sell EJ from. It's just, yeah, whether you get the continuation or not now. Yeah, below 150, 181, 158 is where I want to sell. What do you think of GJ retraces to support? Yeah, could be an opportunity to buy. Can we sell gold? You can do what you want, brother. It's your wish. Your hands, your mind, whatever you want to do, you can do it. My gold trade, one trade only. Nice work, man. I don't have the charts pulled up. You probably took buys either from this candle here or you took the buys breaking this candle high, right? Probably took the buys breaking this candle high. Again, I prefer if it closes above. Okay, I'll look at it. See what he did. Oh, he took a sell. Okay, let's see what he did. Let's see. That's an early trade, Asian session type trade. Oh yeah. Makes sense. I prefer something to close below here because what if this rejected this support? How can you be sure? You even wrote here. You wrote sell below if close. You wrote sell below if close and then you didn't follow your plan and you entered without the close. Unless you're entering on 5 minutes or something, you didn't follow your plan, right? So if your idea was to impulsively enter, that's a different story. But if your idea was to sell below if it closes, which is the way I like to trade, then you better follow your plan because the time that this rejects, you're going to tell yourself, oh, I should have waited for close. Yeah, if it's another time frame, then that's a different story, right? That's a cowboy entry? Yeah, it's a little bit cowboy. But it worked out for him. If it works for him, then he can continue doing it. As long as he can replicate that. This was the sell right here. So let's have a look at it. Yeah, he just took it based on the 1 hour, right? 1 hour close bearish, breaking the low to continue down to the support. Based on the 1 hour, it makes sense. I wish the 1 hour is a little bit stronger closure, but it seemed to play out today. He's lucky he got the volume here, but if it works for him, then he can continue doing it. We all see he's trading the same idea of price action, but maybe he has slight differences here and there, right? He slightly does this different, he slightly does that different, but as long as it works for him, then it's fine, right? We can't complain. We can't argue. There's many ways to skin a cat. But everyone at the end of the day has to do it in a certain way for it to be done. Can we take buys from the bottom of the range on GJ? Yes, we can. We can. We can take buys from the bottom of the range on GJ. So we need a support to form. That is correct, brother. That is correct. We'll see what London Open does here. Can we go for sell on gold if it closes bearish? It's risky, but it could work. It could work as a fake out. You know, I rather sell gold if it closes below 1951, but you know, you could try it if you're happy to risk that. I think it's a bit not something I would take, but I understand it, especially with the 1 hour closing bullish. I think this week on GJ is going to be a little bit tough. We got a little bit punished yesterday. Ended up break-even day. But I think this week's going to be a little bit tough. And the reason why is with just so much news this week, guys. So this will be a great week for you guys to join the stream and understand how we have to keep safe in the markets. Because I can guarantee you there'll be a lot of people losing money in the market this week on GJ. A lot. Because we have monetary policy, big thing we're waiting for to just get over with. They're expecting a 0.25. We'll discuss that more. And then we have, you know, retail sales. Then we have PMI. We have CPI tomorrow. CPI will be fun. Maybe tomorrow is the day where we could probably get a nice quick volume push on GJ. And it could be a little bit fun. You know, we could see a nice move on GJ to try take a quick scalp. Right? So pull up for CPI tomorrow. Definitely we could see some fun action. What I learned from you till now in the last 2 weeks, that not how to stuck, but yeah, taking random trades. Exactly. Because look at this. I can guarantee all of you guys in chat now. I can guarantee all of you guys, you would be in such a better position if you risked more money and had 14 wins and 2 losses. Just imagine taking only $100 risk for 14 wins and 2 losses. So let's minus that to 12 wins. That's $1,200, right? Now let's increase that risk to 200. That's 2,400. 300 is gonna be 3,600, right? You can see quickly that adds up a lot. And even just $500 risk, right, times 12 is gonna be 6,000. So $6,000 in 14 trades is crazy, and it's better than taking 50-60 trades and, you know, in a month 50-60 trades and you end up with the same results. Entering a long on GJ now. This is closed like I don't know what. This is closed full sketchy close. Only one 5-minute candle close. Very risky. 1 hour is bearish. You need at least a 15-minute to close somewhat bullish. I think above 500 will be nice. If we can close above 500 would be good. Now you're pushing it too hard. You're pushing it way too hard. Brian says to buy GJ. All right. Good luck, Brian. Good luck, Brian. Short stop loss under? I don't think so, brother. I don't agree with it. I don't agree. But if that's how you want to trade, then that's fine. I think you would be a lot safer being patient. Remember, we're in a bit of a sticky position because GJ is ranging and gold is stuck in this range here. So it's a bit of a sticky position, right? So Drake, right? So let's try Drake, sticky, right? So go listen to Sticky by Drake, and that's the position we're in. Also, guys, if you haven't watched already, check out the day in the life vid. That's a pretty fun video. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know in chat. Did you guys like it? You know how sticky it gets. There we go, man. There we go. That's exactly it. You know how sticky it gets. Love the guy, not the car? Yes, sir. Absolutely. Amazing, amazing. Is there any correlation between gold and other forex pairs? Yeah, gold and the dollar. This week chats is nuts. Yeah, they will learn, man. They will learn. They're still in school. When they learn the way to properly be disciplined in this markets, they'll see their profits increase and they'll be all good, man. It's better. We want to see people who have leaks in their trading and then can find improvements for free. Instead of wasting money with some guru for the guru to tell them that, oh, the reason it rejected here, you'll always find a mistake in your trade. You'll always find a mistake in your trade. Otherwise, we'd have 100% win rate. I told you, Brian, buying is not the best idea, brother. Buying is not the best idea, brother. 1 hour was best. Damn, that's some volume here. Interesting here. 5-minute close. That's an interesting 5-minute close. This thing probably drives. Where can I keep stop loss? Ugh, 28 pips. For 10 pips? Damn. You have this support here on the 5-minute as well, if I'm using 5-minute for entry. Ugh, chasing market. Disgusting. Oh, damn. Sheesh. Here we go. Alright. No stop loss. Stop loss is for the week. Yeah, very hard to enter this guy. No confirmation. But now we're below this range. We have some easy sells below 181. 181 is some easy sells. Took EJ London close. Thought GJ would drop normally and go the same way. Oh, it didn't? What close did you take? Where's EJ? Oh, you took this close, right? The sells that we were talking about. Counter trend sells. So you should be in profits. Look at that rejection of this 181. Very dangerous. A lot of people losing money, man. Tell you, a lot of people losing money right now. Yeah, it was nice, man. I'm out already. Amazing work, brother. Amazing work. Congrats. Congrats to Ryan. W's in the chat for Ryan. Listen to a plan we had. He executed by himself. And he did a good job. Now you just have to replicate that. You just have to replicate that. Guys, make sure you're following my Instagram. I do post short form content on my Instagram. Let's go have a look at Tradesharpe's Instagram. Trade, that's not trade. No, not my website. Damn, it's all a mess, my typing, huh? So on my Instagram, I'm posting frequent value. So make sure you're giving it a follow. Because today I'm also going to be posting a video today. So be sure to check that out. So yeah, check it out. These are nice little clips for you guys. Be sure to follow and check it out. And all the giveaway updates, trade updates, like yesterday, trade updates. You can have a look, right? This was the re-entry plan that I did here, right? That's so this one hit stop loss, then I re-entered and we got a nice move here. Spread stopped me out on the first position, and then boom, the second position is a winning. So I explain all of this on my story, so you guys should follow it to understand more of that. Look at this rejection from the bottom of the range. So it's pretty easy now, guys. It's pretty easy. The plan is pretty easy. Oh, sing with me. Sing for the year of laughter. Dream on. Dream on. I can't sing, so I'm not going to try say it. Yeah, GJ. No, this is, look, just read about GJ. Ethan, read this. You'll like this. Look at this. Come on, Nightbot. Show me some action here. There we go. Read this. Everyone in chat, read this. We need AI to read that right now. Sales in New York would be easy if this 4-hour close below. I 1000% agree. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you with the plan here because it's going to take some time to set up. So we're just going to be sitting here like ducks waiting for the plan. This is what I told you. A lot of people are losing in the market here. A lot of people are losing in the market. They're trying to take sells. They're getting messed up. They try to take buys. They're getting messed up. And we're sitting here with the money in our pockets, waiting patiently for the perfect time to attack, right? Everyone else is like lions. People say you have to be the lion, right? They say you have to be the lion. You have to go catch your prey. You have to be aggressive. Yeah, but they're the ones who are doing all of the work. I'm like a vulture. I let them do all the dirty work and I come and pick up the scraps and take my piece. But the thing is really that's the powerful person, right? That's the powerful person. So they're a lion at heart, right? Don't know why I use that analogy, but anyways. Okay, so plan for today. If this 4-hour closes below or we get a nice closure below 181, sells start to make sense. I will look for sells below 181. For buys, you need to see something like this form. We need to see candles close bullish, maybe a next one close bearish, then close above. Because just one bearish could end up failing and this could end up going down. So it's going to take some time for this to play out here, right? So in order for it, since it's going to take some time, we need to be patient. Ideally, this would be perfect to see this kind of like pull back and then the next one close above. Go take it. Easy trade. Same thing here. This mess around. Maybe then we get one candle closing above this resistance or this resistance from the morning. And you can find yourself up here. If not, you're taking trades above 181.500. Could set up by New York. Since, you know, a little bit slow this morning. Nothing really we could do. But it was great vibes, great information. And the most important thing is we all kept safe here, right? None of us took any losses, which is very important. In the Discord group, I will probably chat about what I'm looking for in New York here. So I will post and talk about what I'm looking for in New York, right? So yeah, definitely check that out. And I'll probably catch you guys hopefully very soon on the next stream. Thank you all for showing up today. It was always a pleasure. And sometimes we just have to be patient in the market. I know you guys want to be taking positions, but it's more than that. It's about having a vibe and it's about taking the right positions. Because I could force trades all day. And if I force trades all day, we take more losses, and that's not what we want. So I'd rather have more wins, but be patient for the setup. So thank you so much, guys, for showing up today. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys keep showing up and find this valuable, because this is a place you don't want to leave. So appreciate it as always. Take care, guys. And appreciate you, Joshua. Take care. And hopefully catch you guys very soon. Peace.